Good morning, good morning. Hi, it's me, Robin, and welcome, friends, to Morning Magic with Robin. It's me. I welcome you to a new, beautiful day, full of light, full of joy, full of healing, full of grace, full of awareness, full of awakening, full of delight and fun and play, full of remembrance, full of choosing, a day full of love. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Morning Magic. This is our time. This is our time now. Our time to come together. Our time to share in the love and light and remembrance. So I welcome you, my friends. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Did I say good morning? Good morning. Good morning. Let me say hi to you. You. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Melanie. Hello, Orange Spiral Arts. Hi, Angie. Hi, Kelly. Woo, 2 in 1 week. Who's the lucky ducky? Good afternoon, Miss Josie. Thank you for being here. Buongiorno. Good morning. Flamingos. Yes. I'm wearing one of number one's shirts today. Because, like we're in love. It's so cute. Good morning. Thank you. This is from number one. Of course, I bought it, right? You do know that. I mean, hello. We have fashion sense, do we not, girls? Good morning. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Roshni. Thank you. Hi, Caitlin. Happy flamingos. Hi, Shelly. Yay, Carol's here. Good afternoon. Hi, Anna. Thank you. Hi, Amy. Oh, that's good. Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru, Wahe Geo. I love that song in every iteration. Good morning, Amy. Good morning, Shelly. Good morning, Jana. Hello. Say hi to each other. My friends, say hello. And then let us grab, unbutton one shirt button there. I have this thing about cleavage on the lives, but I'm trying to work it out. Did I need to say that? No. Sorry. All right. Let's have a cheers. I brought the special cup. I usually save these for friends on the journey. And since nobody's coming here to drink out of them, I feel the duty and honor of getting to use them for myself now. So what I love about this mug is it says, "You are special today on your side." But look, it says, "You are special today on my side." So there's only one special. We're all special today. Isn't that great? Yeah. I love you too. So say hi to each other. Here's to us being special. Here's to us remembering what real specialness is. Hi. Do you know what real specialness is? It's that you remember you are the light incarnate as yourself in this lifetime. That's what special for me means. So cheers. Special to special. What happened to me today, you guys? I had tomatoes for breakfast. Do you think that was it? I feel like I could run around in circles right now. Cheers. In a good way. And that makes me think of Winston the Wonder Dog. Anyone here remember Winston the Wonder Dog? Our little boo. He was so hilarious. Sometimes he would just get that vibe going. He was usually very chill. And he would grab the nearest whatever. It didn't matter if it was a slipper, his own like little teddy bears, which we still have all over the house, or some other random thing. And he would just shake it for all it was worth while running at the same time. Forward, always forwards. But you know how that looks. You end up wiping out and running into things. So, yeah, you guys remember. Yeah, we're coming up on an anniversary for our little boy. So cheers. And here comes my question to you as I adjust the hair there. I did do a flower. You guys, this is my first nasturtium of the season. I may have told you I'm trying to create Hobbiton anew, Tanya, anew at the house. And I'm so excited. The first bloom. Pretty soon it's going to look like you're going to have to call me, either Samwise or Frodo, because it's going to be those flowers everywhere. So good morning. Good morning. Hi, Amanda. Hi, friends just joining. And hello on the replay. So did you guys hug yourselves this morning? Like that? I did. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I hugged myself and I said, I know who I am. I know what I am. And I know how I serve. I know who I am in truth. I know what I am in truth. And I know how I serve in truth. And it felt so good because these are wild and woolly times. No, they are. And I've been talking to friends all week about the real stuff, big stuff. And it's scary and it's beautiful and it's wonderful and showing up. Like I just even wrote, I feel closer to everybody right now. Even I wrote number one kiddo this morning and said, I feel so much closer to you this week. Thank you. It's amazing. Hi, Lori. I'm happy you're here. You hugged with those truths too, Tanya? That's beautiful. I'm taking an intensive with him this week, Paul Selig, 5 days in a row. I highly recommend it if you're ready, and he will do more. I think this one is full now, but he'll do more in the future, and I highly recommend it. Of course, I highly recommend coming here, and the same is happening for you now for free. So there you go. It's so good. You get it all the ways. Yeah. So yes, hugging all week. That's good. Hugging yourself. That contact, that bracing, that embracing. I don't mean bracing as in, are we going to crash? No. This is why we do it. So we don't be so afraid. Don't be so afraid. Don't be afraid. It's a time where we are afraid sometimes, but we practice, right? Yay! Closer to truth and love for Amy. Yes, I love that. So, friends, I'm curious, did you pick a word of the day today? Did you choose something for yourself? I have a story for you about the word of the day. I chose honest again, and I feel like it's lately it's choosing me. I know some of you say the same thing. The word picked you. So yesterday, and probably it was yesterday. Why am I trying to make it sound like it wasn't yesterday? It was yesterday, okay? I'm such a dork. Just sometimes I worry. I don't, yeah, okay. Shh. So yesterday, there I was, having salads, just one for me, but I made two for you-know-who else. And I'm wearing his shirt today, yes. I got some messages and I felt some resentment, big time. Big, it just swooped over my whole body. It was big resentment. And I could feel myself rising and diving into that wave. Does this happen to you where you're like, this is real? This always happens. I feel taken in, this is the Robin case, taken for granted, not being honored, not being paid for what I'm offering, blah, 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 blah. And it just goes, right? It's like the upset, it just won't stop. Some part of me was like, no, you put the finger out, I mean business. No. This is guidance. So I just closed my eyes and I said, what do you have to tell me? I was watching TV at the time, by the way. My next guest, I love that David Letterman series. I've seen almost every episode multiple times, but my favorite is I like the Jay-Z one, if you watch this. And I also actually really love the Kanye West one. So good. Yeah, and others not as great, but so watching Jay-Z, And resentment, come on, what's the guidance? And it said, not this, let's just say this energy, this message you're receiving, the person is not being honest. Not that they're lying, not that they're saying lies, but they're trying to do something that's like this. Do you know what I mean when I say this? Because I don't have a word for it. You feel it. It's coming at you, and you're like, this isn't honest. Say what you're really trying to say. Come all the way out and ask if you want something for free. Right? Do you ever have this? I'm getting all shouty. Oh my God. Why did I just close the window? It's like, I don't know. But yeah, so come out and be honest. So I was like, that's what it is. This isn't honest. I'm not resentful. I'm not bad. I'm not a bad person. You know how you do that? You just go down the rabbit hole of blaming yourself for how the feelings. Thank you. You guys are so getting that. Yeah. So, no, this is guidance. And my intuitive hits come in a lot of different ways, but also these strong feelings of resentment, which I'm still trying to remind myself that it's guidance. So I said, it's not honest. Okay, then what do I do? What do I do? And it was just like, don't be unhonest in return. Because that's what happens. When you don't know what to do, when something's coming at you like this, and you don't know what to do, what do you end up doing? Hi, number one husband. What do you end up doing? You run yourself over, right? You give it up. You give yourself away. You say, oh, well, let me be the nice one. Let me be the right one. You know, let me do the kindness thing. Let me be kind. You're trying to get all your, this is a lack of a word, but compensation through a thought form there. I'll be nice. No, you're going in contract with dishonesty as your principle. Think about this. Those of you who are like, how am I going to earn money now? How am I going to build a business now? I don't know. You know, put in your own statement. All I can think about is that example because I'm talking about value, financial. We'll start there. Let's stop being dishonest and let's start questioning the vibes instead of blaming ourselves for how we feel. So the funny thing was, I was so clear, it felt so good, that feeling immediately left. I responded or didn't respond, you know, I did something different. I think that's super key. Just even if you don't do what you always do, that's progress. And okay, the best part is I hit play on the show and the next line, I shit you not, David says, so tell me what your purpose is in creating this work you're doing. And he's actually interviewing a musician. He kind of cuts in between his interviews. So he says to this girl in a recording studio, what's the purpose of your, you know, what you're sharing in the world? What you're sharing? And she says, he hands her the mic. She goes, to be honest. I was like, yes, to be honest. That's what I'm doing here on the lives. To be honest. To be honest. And I also need to be honest that this is every day for an hour or 40 minutes or this is me offering healing, right? For free. And if people are trying to do this around all of that, on top of that, it's okay to be honest. So I invite you to consider how what I'm sharing, it's a little ranty, but it's important, how you can apply this in your own world. And I will scroll all the way back because I did about 100 million minutes ago ask you what your word for the day is. But I want to know what you think about what I'm saying. I see a lot of booms going, boom, boom, yeah. Yeah, so, you know, it's just so, you guys, we are, Paul, last night, the guides were saying, you are responsible for everything you're creating in your life, and you are responsible for knowing who you are. And who you are is the divine. You're not the small self expressing. Don't let me burp on these lives, okay? Wait. You're not your little self expressing as Tanya or Aggie. Hi, Aggie, or Melanie, you know? No, you are divine in a body, expressing itself as you in this lifetime. Big responsibility. And, you know, it's okay if you go through the week with your butt cheeks tucked quite a bit because it's scary. Be proud of yourself. I feel so proud of myself today. That's probably why I could take a slipper in my mouth and run all around like Winston. So, there you go. Lori's word is trust. Anna's word is trust. Strength for Josie. Listen to you guys. Trust for Stuart. Yes. Forgiveness for Amy. Listen to these words. Joy for Angie. Bold for Carol. Amen. I love that word. Rest for Carrie. Hells to the yes. Oh, yeah. It does happen. It does happen. And I think I've been there too, where you're like a little squirmy. You don't really know how to ask. I would so prefer it, honestly, if somebody would say, you know, like, just say, when people say, I can't afford to pay you, but I need help, I'm like, yes, here is help. It's like honesty and honoring, and that's what I'm here to do, and not just for pay, right? But when it's weird, no. I did weird all my childhood. K through 12, as a matter of fact. I'm done. I'm glad you guys know what I mean. I'm glad you relate. Okay. Oh, here. I figured something out after 3 months. Yeah, slippery. Tanya, I love that you said, like, why can't I figure this out already? That's the thing, you know, I think it's so easy to go into the me. And remembering from yesterday, it was almost automatic. It's very exciting to me that I remembered it's a we. Offer it out. I'm offering it out. I'm singing your song about niceness. Yeah. You know what? I wish so hard we could see that our story about needing to be nice, a lot of us have it. Show of hands. I see your hands. I don't even need to have you do it. That story of niceness, we really owe it to ourselves to inquire, why did I build my house on that crazy rock? Because it's built on fear. If I'm not nice with you, just go there for yourself, man. Yeah. I thank you too, my friends. Carol says, OMG, yes, in contract with dishonesty, no more. Me too. Let's be done, you guys. And I was like, I don't know. I was a little scared because I thought, does that mean I have to say something to this person? And it's not about that. You know, it's not about confronting them. It's about understanding. There's two of us way across a gap. That's how it is, right? It's like that. I like that. Way across the gap. This other person is not intentionally trying to screw you over. I know those people are there, but you know, this is us, and we're working light, and we're trying to stay in a mode of healing. So it's like just awkward. I don't know how, and I'm doing how, and some people just have learned how to be manipulative instead of honest, and I can raise my hand to that, and it makes me think of Winston, who could do the best manipulative faces. Whatever, I can't do it. It's not cute. Don't look at yourself, Robin. It's not cute, but he could do it, and you'd be like, yes, here, take the whole box of cookies. Go ahead. That's fine. So it's not rude of them. But when we get hurt or upset or frustrated, it's the signal that this is not a good exchange. What's happening here? Wake up. That's all. But you know, like what we hold in darkness, draws us to it. So we can't rise if we're affirming the darkness, aligning the darkness, pondering the darkness, pondering. So no, I don't think it's necessary that you say, hello, person. It seems like you're trying to get something for nothing. It feels like you're trying to rope me into stuff that you didn't ask. Is it okay? Would you mind? This, would be amazing. Would you mind saying a prayer for me today? Do you have time to listen for a minute? Wow. Even if it was manipulative, that would be better than what happens a lot of the times, So, but I just think give an honest response. And an honest response might look like, I heart the thing, but I don't answer. And if it feels like torture to you to do things like that, even in your imagination, you got some work to do here, Lucy. We have some splaining to do, Lucy. Remember, I love Lucy? So, I'm sorry, I got off on a little bit of a important point here, but yeah, I hope that helps whoever would like to receive that as well. Abundance is something I haven't been speaking to recently, but if you're seeking a more abundant, easeful life, and you're also questioning, how do I create that opportunity and exposure? A lot of times I'm just hoping more people will find the work I'm offering, not necessarily thinking about dollars. Then you can't focus your awareness on your resentment, because that's you asking for that kind of abundance. Being angry, being stressed out, being frustrated, being self-affirming, and this always happens to me. People always take advantage. That's you expressing a desire for abundance of that variety, which is like, no, no. I said no, no. Yeah. So, okay, back to your words of the day. Hi, word of the day. It's good, isn't it? So good. Melanie's word today is observe. Yes, as in let's observe what is happening. Joy for Amanda. Roshni, vulnerability. Permission to feel the feelings that have not been seen or heard. Yeah, important. It has to come out. It has to come out. Interesting, Carrie, that you had an experience like that yesterday evening. Very interesting. Yeah, we just choose, it's bigger than saying for me, I know for me, it's not that I don't want to be angry, I don't want to be stressed out, it's that I want to be honest, and I want people to be honest with me, and where that's not happening, I need to see it and observe, like Melanie's saying, observe, and not give my extra light there, where I'm sort of being told this won't be received because it can't even be opened to, Tanya says, that day I was finally able to say, yeah, I'm not always nice. That was one of the most healing moments ever. I remember, we've talked about that. It's like, it's okay, it's okay if the world doesn't see me as nice anymore. It's not helping anyone, Do you want somebody who's nice? If you break your leg, this is the great analogy. If you break your leg, do you want me to come in and just be nice? Do you want me to help set the bone, stop the bleeding, clean the infection? That's where I'm at. Yeah. So good. Orange Spiral Arts. Thank you, Robin. My son slept in late, so I was able to be here for a bit. I appreciate your time. Oh, yeah. Bye-bye. Word today for Lisa is listen. Yeah, that's good. Kelly's vibe today is chill. I love how you're staying with the vibes, girl. It's very good. Some of us really want to tune to vibes, not words. It's important. Yeah, that's good, Carrie. And, it's just occurring to me in this moment, too, to share with you that one of the practices I often do is then I do the turnaround and see, how do I do that? Because it's never just one way. If it's happening to you, if it's happening to me, I'm not talking to anybody out there. I'm talking about myself and telling you about myself is what I'm trying to say. But if I'm having that experience, where am I participating in that elsewhere? And sometimes it's just that I'm not saying, if you, I wish I don't have the time. I'm sorry. Not I'm sorry, but you know what I mean? Just like to acknowledge. Don't say yes if you mean no. So Jana's word is play. Jeff's word is flow. Flow is so good, Kelly says. Jeff, yeah. Flow is an amazing word. So, hi. A lot of notes today. It is. So the point of all of that is to say to you, it's a day of miracles. And a miracle is Course in Miracles, or if you like the work of Paul and the Guides, a miracle is not a genie is appearing and you will get 5,000 pounds of Twinkies and your favorite bourbon for Friday night times. No. A miracle is a shift in your perception. How am I perceiving this resentment thing? That was a miracle. What happened for me was a miracle. And then pressing play on the show I was watching and David Letterman saying, "What is your purpose?" I had been just thinking about my purpose. And she says, to be honest. I was like, that's the affirmation. It comes very fast. You might see a butterfly. You might see a bird that suddenly lands and is like, I see you. This is your miracle. Do birds talk like that? I guess they do. Something special happens. Yeah, a shift in your perception. How I'm seeing this changes and my whole thing opens. The light gets a little brighter. That's where the healing happens. Caitlin's word is smile. I love that. Yeah. Smiling in your liver. It reminds me of Ketut Lair from Eat, Pray, Love. Ketut out in Bali that Elizabeth Gilbert wrote about. Smile even in your liver. Smile. So good. So today's a day of miracles and signs, and I invite you, I encourage you, this is what I was told this morning, you will be given some signs today. You will be given a miracle today, more than one. I should say, if you're hearing the banging, the construction has really started. I think they're building the frame, the concrete frame for the basement or something. So, pardon the banging. You're being given a miracle today, a sign, many signs. You've probably already begun having them. And hey, if it's feisty, if it's fierce, if you're scared, if you're, hammering it all out. Yes, I love that, Kelly. If it's feeling uncomfortable, if you feel like you want to take a slipper and not just run around the house, but throw it at somebody's head directly. Wouldn't that be funny? Have you ever thought about, like, somebody's really, sometimes I always say, I don't think I could write fiction. I do. I think I could write some really funny fiction. Just throw the slipper at their heads. Oh my goodness. Today is a day. So you might be feeling lots of feels. It might be tumultuous, that churny feeling. But remember that any of you have given birth, it is freaking messy. It is painful. It is crazy. It is forever. You are never doing it again. You know it. So that's this time now. The slipper who throws a shoe? Honestly, yeah. Slipper perspective. You know what's funny? When I got married, not to number one husband, there was a life before number one. Opened my eyes to the way of true love, I have to say. So at this other wedding, there was another wedding at the Wrigley Building downtown, the fancy big one, you know. My mother was there. My mom always had a harem of men around her. It's hilarious and true. And so she's at the beautiful bar at the Wrigley building. I forget, the 410 Club or something was where they had receptions. Beautiful place. She's at the bar. She's in her gorgeous gown. She's looking amazing. She's all sparkling. And she's got one guy she's dating. She's got this other guy that she used to date who's also at the wedding. She's got my dad, who, they had me, and they haven't spoken. That is still Heartbreak City. They're both gone now. But so there's all these men around her, and somehow she starts I don't know what she did, but I witnessed the boyfriend box this other guy around the ears with my mother's high heel shoes. That's probably where I get the hit him on the head with the high heel shoe or slipper. Yeah, boop, just bopped him right like this. I have never done something like that. It was so, I wonder if I still have the video somewhere. Probably not. You know how you burn things when you get divorced? Yeah. But wow, he boxed this other guy because he didn't like what he was saying. He didn't like, and it was like, you know, remember Cher? Snap out of it in Moonlight. Oh God, was it Moonlight? Moonstruck. I love the movie Moonlight. Very different film. So yeah, you know, this is that time right now where it's not feeling smooth. You might not be feeling like you're gliding, but miracles are coming for you, baby. They really are. So, you know, don't beat yourself up. Don't stop at that, like self-analysis and internal screwing around with your thoughts. Think about me, Robin, saying, you're manifesting from that place. Is this really what you want to create more of? It's so clear then. I'm like, heck no. More people writing me, squirmy, icky asks? No. Definitely not. No. No. If that's the case, I'm changing my name to Fred and or Frederica, and that'll be that. Melanie says that sounds like every holiday with the fam. Really, the boxing around the ears? That was intense for me. I still feel it now, like seeing that kind of action. I still feel it. And actually, that was a huge... My dad stood up and gave a toast at the wedding, and instead of... everybody has a massive ego in my family. The narcissism is just like classic. But my dad stands up to give the, you know, toasting Robin and so-and-so, bless you, in the past person. You know, he's giving the toast. What does he do? He goes on about his whole life, and he apologizes to my mother for, you know, all this other stuff. But it was really like his moment. Forget it. I don't care where I am. I don't care who this is for. No, this is my moment. I'm going to use my moment. So it was a very funny experience. Yeah. So, you know, when that stuff is swirling, don't make it about you. This is not about me. How would it be to have that sign? You know, I say put the word of the day in your bra, or for you boys here, you can put it in your shirt pocket. This one doesn't have a pocket. Put it in your pants pocket. Carry your word with you, but you could also carry the word, it's not personal, or this is not about me, not about me, not about me. Or we used to say, what would Winston do? WWWD. What would Winston do? Because Winston would tell you. He would growl. He would growl if you were in proximity, not even near him. This is my dance space, people. Just like out. He was fierce. So help yourself today, because I do feel this is that time we're going to be, you know, rolling in that energy. And be honest. Just be honest. Release who you think you are. Receive who you truly are. Spark of the divine, powerful, aligned with the mighty, aligned with angels, aligned with power and light. The only light and power that can create anything. You know what I'm saying? I of myself can do zip. That's in the Bible. I may have, it's possible I paraphrased that, but who knows? Hi, Helen. Yeah, help yourself today. Help yourself today. What movie was that? Help me, help you. Jerry Maguire. Help me, help you. Help, receive, heal. That would be nice, right? Stick it in right here. Keep it with you. Keep it close. Not every heart has to do the same moves as you. So if you've got that slippery person, or you've got that person who's not awake, a lot of us, who is not in a family, I don't know how to say this. I'm in a family where it feels like I'm the most awake. I was like, this sounds like I think I'm hot shit. That's not what I mean. I know you know that, but I'm doing my work. I'm practicing. I'm also very interested. So it's like 24/7. Those of you who are always creating amazing things, this is what I do. I guess I'm understanding that more. I like to study and practice and be with spirit. So in my family, I'm pretty much far out. And that's frustrating sometimes. But, you know, is it? Do I need to go there? Because not every heart has to do what I do. And not every heart has to do what you do. And this could be about the movements happening now. You know, how are we supporting staying present with Black Lives Matter? You know, it's not just a 1 week phase. Oh my God, no. How are we going in and just remembering not everybody has to do what we're doing, and that's all right. Some people are here to challenge us, to shake us, to wake us, to test us, so that we can be born. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A lot of us are the woo-woos. Kelly says, I have many thoughts about just this, and I tend to feel I'm arrogant in thinking that I am more woke than the others. And it's so fascinating because I notice that either we do that, judge ourselves, or, you know, say, this sounds arrogant, but it's true. So then we kind of roll into defense and owning it and defending it and owning it, and then we're defensive. And defensiveness is not any mode of open or receiving, and it can't offer anything other than attack. Think about that. It's really, this week's podcast, I talk about defend and attack. I spoke a lot about the Black Lives Matter movement and our healing journey, and the inspiration. I was sharing a healing modality about softening defense in the body, but I also went on to talk about these things like if I'm defending my thoughts, even in my head, if I'm saying, I don't want to seem, is this arrogant? I'm arrogant. I think I'm hot shit, like I just said, you know. I don't want you to think that about me. That's defense, and that means I'm applying armaments. I'm applying protection, and I'm picking up armaments. I'm picking this from the Course in Miracles, but now I need to look for evidence of why I am okay. And all of that is like a cyclical spin that does nothing for the journey. Wow. How would you rate this call today? I say 5 stars, you guys. So it's okay if you know you're at the leading. I call it the leading edge. So does Abraham Hicks, by the way. You know, Paul Selig and the guides. I know who you are in truth. I know what you are in truth. I know how you serve in truth. You are free. You are free. You are free. So, you know, when you're in that place of knowing, then you're in a position of helping. And that's what you want, right? You want to be of service now. Everywhere you look, you want to help. I know you. You guys are amazing. Thank you. You know how to make me smile. Big. um, you're in a place of service. I know you. So sometimes friends will say, I don't want to sound arrogant. I don't want to sound arrogant. Or they'll be angry that other people aren't where they are. And both of those states are not honest. They're not in your center. So for you to really own, I can't read my own writing, you guys. For you to really own that not every heart has to do the same moves, but this is where my moves are. My moves are to know who I am and to stand in my light. I hope the noises aren't too bad today. Being awake, Roshni says, being awake in a sea of people who are asleep can be very isolating. Trust me, I know. Yeah. And this is our work because, you know, my very first healer said to me, Robin, you are awake. You're in my early 20s. I was like, I know I'm awake. I'm sitting here. I'm not in bed. I didn't know what she was talking about, but she said, you're going on a spiritual journey of this and that, and it's going to be very lonely for you. And I was like, F that. I'm not already. I knew enough to do that. I'm not interested in aligning with that truth. It might feel that way at times, and I'm not knocking, you know, your feelings, my feeling. I have a lot of feelings. That's not what I'm saying. But everything I put my gaze on, internally, externally, I'm aligning to, and I don't want to align to isolation. This is why I've been coming here every day since, I look back today, the 25th of March, 23rd. This is why, and this is me choosing, and this is why you're choosing. You're here every day that you can be, or on the replays, you're here too. This is us choosing. Amazing, right? Aren't you so in love with yourself? Kiss yourself. Step back. Kiss myself. Yeah, you know, wow, that's amazing. So, you know, when you feel lonely or isolated, and you will, because, I mean, I'm not saying I don't. I'm just saying I don't want to leave that as my final answer for the day. I like to serve. You know, I like to go out and connect. I like to share. I like to reach out and ask somebody else how they are. Not be like, it's all about me. It's rare you'll see me text a friend and say, I don't know. Can't even make it up. See? Nope. You guys are awesome. So, you know, wouldn't it be nice? That's it. Good. Wouldn't it be nice if you accept yourself for the awesome sauce that you are? Wouldn't it be nice if you loved yourself the way God loves you? I said God. Wouldn't it be nice if you saw yourself the way I see you, the way the angels see you, the way, you know, when you were born, the person who held you in their arms, no matter what happened later, looked at you for the first time. Wow, you guys. Wouldn't it be nice if you looked in the mirror, in your own eyes, and you said, you are light and beauty. I know who you are in truth. Instead of, look at that banana nose. Look at that bags. Now I'm looking at myself. Look at those bags. Look at that bad hair. Look at all that gray outgrowth. No, all I see is beauty. I'm looking at myself now. I'm proud of myself. I love myself, and I love you so much. And that's when I sit with you on camera and I can see you. That's how it is. I'm just like, ah, I feel like that mother holding the baby for the first time. Behold, right? Behold, I make all things new. That's how it feels. If you can look on somebody like that today, wowzers. It's amazing. So let me get one thing. Is this the card? Oh, it was right here all along. I keep this card here, you know, I tell you, today belongs to love, let me not fear. But on the back it says, if you knew who walks beside you on the way you've chosen, fear would be impossible. I was thinking that when I was making some notes today, it was coming to me that if you knew how you looked to God, to the angels, you know what? You would get it like this. And it occurred to me also, the next point was, because God recognizes you, God created you. You are of the same substance. You are of the same stuff, star stuff. That's you. You are of that upper energy. So this goes back to Kelly and Roshni and Robin and anybody else who was Amy, anybody else who was relating to it's arrogant to think I'm all that, or when I notice that the big ass gap between me and my family, and then I feel bad. Listen, what if we turned it around and said, it's actually arrogant of me to say I'm not that? Because if God created me like itself, if love created me like itself, and I say, oh no, it's arrogant to think I'm woke. Who am I to tell you this and this and this? That's actually that's the arrogance, you guys. Play with that. Put that in your pipe and smoke it today, okay? Because that's the arrogance. Will you step in? Just show me a show of hands. I want to know. Are you going to step in? Type yes, because then I can see where we're at on the playback too, or whatever you call that. Shall we do a healing today? Would you like that? I know I'm running a little long. That's because I don't work till 11. Okay. I'm going to work in the flamingos today too, by the way. And shorts. I know I have to kick my leg out for you, but there. Woo. Okay, good. Let's go. Yeah. Yes. Awesome. Yeah, so friends, let us not be arrogant. Let's just be in our light. Let's be our awesome light sparkler selves. Let's love us. I love you, you know. I love you. If it's not right for you to have a healing today, for whatever reason, I won't feel bad or anything, but just do that. If you're not comfortable or you want to have it later, that's fine. Okay? So if you can, if you're not holding the phone up, I encourage you to do this. Right like that. High heart, and another hand over it. The second hand, thank you. Thanks, Tanya. Hi, Paula. The other hand over it is, sometimes I say the hand of the good enough mother. The mother, some of you had that. Amazing. I did not, so I like to pretend. Or Glinda. Or some grandma. It could be my hand. That's fine. You know, put one hand, your hand, and then my hand. Or, yeah. Love you big, too. You know, I wonder if it's occurred to you that we're in a soul family together. If you've ever had that thought, that we know each other more than this one lifetime. So I'm going to start the healing. You hold on to your heart, your high heart. The place of I look at it like your soul seat and the information of your journey in this lifetime. It's beautiful, isn't it? And if you've been feeling a lot of fear this week, I know a lot of you have written me that that's been the case. I invite you to just let it be. The fear wants to be witnessed, and that way it can be allowed to step into the light with its playmates. Sparkle and joy and peace and ease and truth and belovedness. You know, how Roshni was saying the word isolation, fear really wants to transform itself into something where it belongs in love. I promise. There's too many writings about ego and darkness. You know, I promise that the energy wants to be lifted now. So if you've been feeling scared for anything, there's so many places to be scared these days. Just welcome it in. I love you. That one little kid who's like, you know, got the really snotty nose. You don't want to pick it up and get it all, the snot's all over you. You know, that little kid. So adorable, but you're like, yeah, no. I'll hold you, but all the way out here, you know, bring it in. Bring it in. Yeah. So this is for the fear. You are welcome here. You're okay. This is for the mistakes. You are welcome here. You're okay. This is for your anger. It's okay. You're angry. It's all right. This is for your hurt. It's okay. I see that you're hurting. It's okay. Come in and sit down. I make you peanut butter banana Sammy. Sit down. That's all. Just sit down. I'm not going to reject you or question you or debate you. Sit down. Just sit down. You know, isn't that nice? I had some healing sessions yesterday and I was teaching them this technique. Just shh. And then I had to start doing it to them. Shh. The words are irrelevant. They help you not. Shh. Just come in and sit down. Yeah. The anger is important. You know, all forms right now are helping to lift this vibrational transformation, this up-leveling the whole world is doing. We need all the aspects. So sit down. And I love this, I don't know why, but I'm thinking of Charmed, if anybody ever watched Charmed. The original series from the 90s or late 90s, early 2000. I am the light. I come from the light. I am one too strong to fight. Go back to the place where shadows dwell. And I think her last name was Halliwell, so she said, you cannot have this Halliwell. And there's something about that stays with me and stays with me. And how could you, if you have moments of fear or doubt or intensity or whatever, how could you write yourself something sweet or ask Spirit to inspire you, you know? I come from light. I am one too strong to fight. I mean, that's mine right there. I just remind myself that I don't need to be scared. It's all right. I come from the light. I'm strong. So I love you, friends. Would you type now? I'll count again. So I lost track of, I think it was 30 seconds, but you know, because if I hang up, you won't hear the words I'm saying. You won't see the rest of the healing. Crazy pants. I don't understand that. Thank you. Oh, that's fast. Okay, the signal must be faster now. So I'm going to ring the bell for you. Thank you. Now, what do you want now? You're all typing now. What do you want now? Fun, isn't it? Fun. Aren't we having fun, you guys? I love you. Thank you, Stuart. I feel it too. I feel it like we are all changing in the raising. It's this week. It's really big. Joy for all. Heart meds, heart mends, and meds. Special one today. I'll have to listen back to then. Yeah. In homeopathy, those of you who aren't hanging up yet, in homeopathy, there's a thing we do where when we have a family system that's out of whack, we give the children the homeopathy, the remedy that the mother needed at the time these children were being conceived, gestating, and born. We apply the medicine to the children, the remedy. It's not medicine, but Kelly's reminding me. We give them what we needed. We give to our children what we needed when we had needs that weren't being acknowledged. So I'll leave you with that today. Google is your friend, Roshni. I'll leave you with that today, to sit with that. So, to offer out the remedy you yourself have needed is powerful. Yes, we need more than 5 stars for this call. I feel it too. The presence of God is with us. You know that saying, wherever 2 or more are gathered in my name, there I am also. You're welcome, honey. Yeah. You know, my feeling is you knew anyway. Like, you just knew but didn't know. I love you guys. I'm just going to stand here and look at you for those seconds so the feed's caught up before I hang up. Oh, and 1 sunflower. That's good. I'll see you for martini night around 8:30 tonight. I'm late because I'm in class later, but 8:30 my time, Chicago.